Hey guys, it's Bonnie from BOLDERBON. I'm so excited to be back and filming with you guys. I'll go over all of that later, but let's go ahead and get started. I have all of my May goodies out here to set up my Hobonichi cousin planner. So let's get started. All right, I wanted to spruce up the inside cover a bit. I grabbed this decal from the Painter's Palette collection, but I think I might actually wait until the end of the video to do that because I have a ton of stuff to chat with you guys about while I'm setting up and planning for May. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so I am going to be using our brand new May kit from our Painter's Palette collection. I'll leave everything that I use linked down below. Most of the stuff is going to be from our shop, but if not, I will let you know. All right, so I'm going to start by putting down the large washi. If you're new here, I am a pretty sticker heavy planner. I do like to add a ton of stickers when I'm planning, but ultimately it is a functional planner. I keep track of everything in this cousin. So I'm putting down the bottom washi first. I like to put it on my hand first to make it a little less sticky in case I need to pull it up and place it down again. And then I just line it up at the bottom right below the calendar in the little notes section and then put it down. Now let's go ahead and just show you how easy it is to pull up even after I placed it down. So I pull it up pretty slowly and then also I hold on to the other end pretty taut. So it is coming up really easily. Now you guys know the Hobonichi paper is super thin. So even though our sticker paper is semi-removable, I always do that one extra step just in case because I don't want my pages ripping. All right, yay, it is down. I love it. All right, so while I'm putting down the base of the sticker kit before I start actually planning, I thought I would chat with you guys because it has been a long time since I've actually filmed a video. The last video I did, I think, was actually my unboxing of the Hobonichi cousin, or maybe it was my setup video. Yeah, it was probably the setup video of my cousin, and that was a couple of months ago. Guys, oh my gosh, I have missed you guys so much. You don't even know. So there are a lot of reasons or excuses, I should say, why I haven't filmed. I mean, the biggest excuse I have is because you guys have been keeping me so busy. So thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. You know, your orders and all of your support for my shop is my #1 priority, and I just love packing all of your orders and getting them out as fast as I can. Now, I've still been posting on Instagram, but I've really missed filming and chatting with you guys on YouTube. So I think I've come up with a solution, and that means changing up my planning style a bit and creating better systems for my business. So before I go over that, I do want to put down all of these full boxes in the empty spaces in the calendar. So I'm going to start with this one here. Now, these boxes fit in any of the other boxes in the monthly spread, so you don't have to use them just for the empty spaces. You can sprinkle them around wherever you like. I just personally love how they look when they're all in the empty spots, but you can use the empty spots to write in. I just don't necessarily need the extra room. I do have this one where there is empty space here, so I do write in that one. So pretty pretty. I love it. Now I'm going to go ahead and work on the sidebar now. So the sidebar, I have these little boxes that you can line up. You can line them all up together with the 4 boxes. I like to actually separate them a bit and have 3 different sections for what I'm working on in my life. Now, for some reason, when I put my sidebar boxes down, I tend to start at the bottom and work my way up while I'm putting them down. I don't know why. Anyone else do that? All right, yay! So the base of the kit is all down now. So let's go ahead and start planning. All right, so on the sidebar here, I'm going to keep track of my shop goals for the month. So I'm going to write down Etsy, but this also includes my main shop on Shopify as well. I'm also going to add a section for YouTube because with the new systems that I've created, I'm hoping to start filming a lot more regularly. And then the last one I'm going to add is for my personal goals because these are just as important as all of my business goals. And you know, this is the first time I've used this pen in the Hobonichi planner. It's the liquid fine liner in 0.4 millimeters. I've used this a lot in my Erin Condren. I really like that it is so dark and a little bit thicker than I'm used to with the 0.4 millimeters. I'll leave it linked down below if I can find it, but now that I'm writing in it on the Hobonichi planner, I don't know if it's actually my favorite for this style of planner because you have to write a little bit smaller, and because it is so thick of an point, yeah, I don't know if it is my favorite because you can see it will kind of feather together if you are writing smaller. It might just be my hand because I do write a little bit heavy-handed. All right, so my 3 main shop goals is to do my newsletter, new releases, and my new collection every month. Those are typically my main 3 goals, and then I usually have an extra goal. And then for YouTube, I'm actually going to keep it super, super simple because it's just me easing back into YouTube. So I'm going to make sure that I do at least 1 plan with me video. It is probably going to be like a reset video. So maybe with my June setup, I'll do a reset and then look back on how well I did for May, and then also do my June plan with me at the same time. I might actually do a June goals video as well, so we'll see about that. I'm not going to write it down. I'm going to write down some of my personal goals first. So I know that I need to buy gifts for my brother and my dad for their birthdays this month, so I'm going to write that down. Now sometimes they're just tasks and not some huge goal like lose 5 pounds or make a certain amount of money, but they're important things that I need to get done throughout the month. So yay! All right, so the sidebar is done with all of my main tasks for the month. So let's go ahead and start planning our month and create a better system for myself and for my business. So I'm going to go ahead and highlight the bottom right section of every Thursday and every Monday. And then I'm going to write down orders on top of the highlight there. And uh-oh, I think that this is actually bleeding through the back of the paper. It just felt so thick. Yep. It definitely is bleeding through the paper. So I don't normally like to change pens once I've started using a pen, but I definitely cannot have that happen. So I just grabbed my black classic simple pen, and this one is in 0.5 millimeters, but you guys can see, yeah, that is so much better. So that is definitely not bleeding through the Hobonichi planner. I should have grabbed this in the first place because I already use this when I'm actually planning, but I just wanted to try a new fancy pen, but sometimes they just don't work out. All right, so I'm just finishing up my orders on Monday, and then on Tuesday, I'm putting down all of the $ stickers. There are 4 of them, which is perfect because I keep track of the money that I make on every week from Etsy and on Shopify. So I just combine the two and then write them in my monthly view. I like to highlight it, that way I can flip back and forth for the month and see exactly how much I made for each week of the month. I'm using the Midnight highlighter from our shop, but you can see it is a very soft pastel blue. So pretty. All right, so my new planning system is to actually assign all of my main goals and tasks to a day of the month. So I want to make sure that either the task is accomplished on that day or I start it on that day. So looking at the sidebar, I want to look at all of the 3 goals that I have written down. So my main goal for each month is to have my new collection go live in the shop. So for May, that is going to be on the 16th. So I'm using one of the bigger stickers, so I make sure that I highlight that as my main goal for the month. And then I want to backtrack and start with how I'm actually going to get to that goal and what I also need to do to prepare for it as well. So before I launch the new collection, I always do a newsletter, and then I also give a sneak peek of the new collection. Now, our subscribers actually get the new collection first, so I like to do a sneak peek way before the collection goes live in the shop. I also do a newsletter for our subscribers as well to give them a more of an insider sneak peek on what's to come. And then I also like to put in all of the holidays in the monthly view as well. So I'm just grabbing my sticker album. This one is the disc sticker album with the reusable sticker paper. I carry this around with me everywhere because I'm always grabbing stickers out of it and placing them down. So on the 5th is Cinco de Mayo. Oh my gosh, I love that cute little taco sticker. It's actually like my favorite food. Whenever anybody asks if you are trapped on a desert island, what food would you want to take with you? I always say tacos because you could bring all the fixings and stuff too, right? So let me know, what would you guys bring on a desert island? What would your favorite food be? All right, so I'm just finishing off writing all of the things that I need to accomplish to get my subscription ready. So our subscriptions close every month on the 5th, and then on the 6th and the 7th, I typically cut all of the subscriptions, and then they start shipping the 8th to the 12th of every month. Now, depending on how many subscriptions we get through the month, I might also cut the 9th, 10th, and 11th to make sure that all of them get shipped out on time. But sometimes I can get them done in a couple of days. We'll see. I also got 2 new cutters this month, so it might go by super fast, but I also might be a little overwhelmed with all of the cutters. We'll see. It is also part of my new system to be a little bit more efficient and to allow me to do more YouTube videos. So I'm hoping that it really works out. So I am putting down a Mother's Day sticker. I was going to put it up top, But we are going to be hanging out with Brian's mom on Mother's Day, so I wanted to put a little box there so I can write in what we're going to be doing. So I'll make sure that I don't schedule any of my goals or tasks for that day. So on Tuesday and Wednesday, I'm going to write down listings because I need to prepare for the new collection launch. So if I haven't already done listings by now, Tuesday and Wednesdays actually are going to be my dedicated days to work on those. So sometimes I can squeeze them in other days if I get my tasks done for that day, but I have to have it scheduled for dedicated days as well so that I make sure that they get accomplished. Oh, and then on Monday, I can't forget that this is the last day that all of the subscriptions get mailed out. So I always like to have that in the planner. Typically they go out a lot earlier than the last day, but sometimes I don't make it in time and they do get shipped out on the last day. So I want to make sure I have that there. And then on Saturday, this is going to be my filming day. Yay! All right, so I have a dedicated filming day for May, so you guys will expect at least one video from me for May, possibly two. If I can get 2 videos done in a day, that would be excellent, and that way I have 2 videos for the month. I do have so many videos in mind, and hopefully with this new system, I'll be able to get back on track with more videos every month because I so miss you guys and I am so loving chatting with you guys and going through my new system. All right, and then on Tuesday and Wednesday, I'm going to be doing my designing. So that is going to happen every month on Tuesday and Wednesday. I'll do designing for new releases for the following Friday. So if you guys have any requests for new stickers, definitely let me know down below. I cannot wait to use my hummingbird stickers. Do you guys have your hummingbirds back? I think that they don't come back here in New England till the end of April, maybe the beginning of May, but I'm gonna postpone putting them down until I actually see my first hummingbird. So I'm putting down the balloon stickers for my brother and my dad's birthday. I should probably write down when I'm going to buy their gifts, but I'll do that in the weekly layout and just put it on my sidebar there. That way I can cross it off. Usually I just use my monthly view to reference everything that I have planned for the month, and then I just put it down in stone in my weekly version. So I'm grabbing another holiday sticker. So it is Memorial Day. It's actually one of my favorite days of the year because our pool opens. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait to start swimming. It's my favorite exercise to do, and I miss it every time it goes away. But Memorial Day is just right around the corner. So yay! All right, so I'm just writing down design again for Tuesday and Wednesday, and then I'm going to put down a larger sticker on Friday because that is going to be our new release day. So we have our new collection day, which is our big launch, and then the new release day, which is typically stickers that you guys have requested, and then also some seasonal stickers that I like to put out each month as well. And then I'm also going to put down some empty stickers for the first Friday of the week, the second Friday of the week, and then the fourth Friday of the week. Now, I always do some shop things on Friday. Sometimes they are just revamping stickers. refreshing thumbnails, the descriptions, and then sometimes I have surprise new releases. So I'm just going to leave them empty for now and then write on it when I know. So I hope you guys enjoyed seeing this month's plan with me and seeing my new system in action. I hope it gave you some ideas for your own planner. If it did, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.